In this video, we will create a route filter, discuss how to add a rule to the route filter, and how to associate the route filter with express route circuit. Before doing this, let's understand the kind of architecture that we thinking about to implement in this particular case, right? We won't be in a position to do the full implementation, but the purpose of this demo is to guide you, navigate you, about route filters and their association with the express route circuit. In the architecture, you can see that we got a core network in the customer premise, and we also got a DMZ or extranet, which is again separated by the firewall. We got an express route circuit. This express route circuit is what we can apply the route filter. What does it mean exactly? What is this route filter? See, when we build the express route circuit and we do the Microsoft peering to the Microsoft SaaS services like Office 365 or Dynamic 365, by default, all the routes are propagated. That means BGP can talk to all the services. But you know what? When you have a kind of express route circuit and your on-premise network, you may not want to advertise all the BGP routes. You don't want to communicate with all the services, right, in the Microsoft cloud. You might think that you just want to talk to Office 365 or Dynamic 365 or online, because rest of the SaaS services is not something adopted yet within your organization, and it's not a risk assessed, right? So in that particular case, route filter can come to your rescue. This is where you can only advertise those BGP routes which are necessary for your network to talk to, right? That is what we're trying to do when we say route filter, right? So let's get on the portal and see in action. Okay, I am on the portal, right? How do we create a route filter? Very simple thing. We just go to the route filter, select the route filter, and we say create route filter. And let's see what are the options that we get for the route filter. So we select the resource group and we just name this one, kind of route filter in Australia is. And see, what is this message? A route filter must be created in the same location as the express route. We got an express route in Australia East, and we creating a route filter in Australia East only, right? Only then we can do that association. We don't have anything else. It's just basically a very vanilla skeleton. You're just naming the route filter and that's it. And we go ahead and create the route filter, validation pass, create the route filter. It's just like a route table, right? When you create a route table, you just provide the name of the route table and location. That's it. In this case as well, similar thing. You just provide the name of the route filter and the location. And rest of the other configuration, you do it when you have the route filter created. So this resource is ready for us to take a look. Let's go to the resource. And this is where you need to understand. First thing is that once you create a route filter, you thinking now, to only advertise those BGP route, which can talk to only Microsoft, let's say Office 365 services and SharePoint Online. How do you do that? You just say the manage rule, and let's say maybe name this one Azure Microsoft services. Now select these services that you want to advertise. Let's think about the Office and the SharePoint Online services, right? More than that. And now we can go ahead and create a route filter. But you know what is the problem? In this particular case, we're not in a position to create the route filter. Why? Because we're not meeting the prerequisite for creating a route filter. And what are those prerequisites? There are two prerequisites, and let's look at those prerequisites. Prerequisites are something like this. You should have an express route circuit. Okay. And what else? Your express route circuit should be provisioned. We got an express route circuit, but our express route circuit is not provision. So our subscription is not eligible. I mean, this subscription is not eligible to create the route filter. That's one thing, right? But at high level, you got an understanding that how to open up a specific Azure services or Azure region, or Azure, basically the SaaS service, using the route filter on your express route circuit. And I think it is good to open only those services which are necessary for you, because that way your your BGP routes, your express route, can interact only to the limited set of BGP communities, right? That is essential to understand. This is the first thing, that means you can create a route filter only when you got a provision express route circuit subscription. And second thing is that if it is provision, then you can add that express route circuit using this particular thing. You just come here and you select your circuit. These are the two things only you have to do in order to advertise only those BGP routes that is something you thinking to open up within your organization. All right, that is the basic function of route filter. Hope you got understanding now how to make use of the route filter and the prerequisite needed as well. All right, that's all.